Yahoo! Welcome, my beautiful brothers and sisters, to the Aquarian Adepts, my platform to become your spiritual server. And welcome to your daily Adept report for today, Sunday, May the 27th of 2018. Thank you so much for joining me. And I'm gonna do this video kind of the same way I did yesterday, and just kind of do a little bit of channeling. Astrologically, though, we do have the moon, which is still in Scorpio, and it's going to make its conjunction to Jupiter. And this is rather powerful because this is at the same time that Jupiter is trining over to Neptune, so the moon will make this trine as well. And like I said, later on this upcoming week, Venus will also come into that trine, forming this grand trine in water. What does all this mean for today, though? Well, if you'd watched my weekly astrology video, I gave today the theme of diving in. We made a decision, and now we are diving into that decision. Today, it really is a day about forgiving ourselves for what's happened in the past, and really accepting and really believing that we have the power to do anything that we want. Now, I believe in free will to an extent. I believe in destiny as well. But I do believe that we come here to experience this great spectrum of experiences. The highs, the lows, the ebbs and the flows. But we are not meant to stay in the lows forever, and we're not meant to stay in the highs forever. But I really do believe that this year overall is about raising our baseline vibration. And the month of May, we have seen some of the most pivotal changes. I would say that, and I have to look ahead at the other months, but I like to say that May probably will go down as one of the most powerful months of the year. And as we come to this, the conclusion of May, we're rolling through this year fast. We actually do have a full moon in Sagittarius coming up. But what about today? What's going on today? And what should you know about today? Today is really a day about accepting all of who you are. All of who you are. Your bumps, your cracks, your smooth edges, your dips, your plateaus, your highs, everything. Think of yourself as literally the earth. Okay? Because I believe that like that which we see outside is a reflection of within, so you have an earth within you as well. But think of yourself as the earth. If you look at the earth, it's not just one smooth surface. And I think a lot of times we are just trying to go for this smooth surface in life without any imperfections. But what if those imperfections are actually is what makes us perfect? Because if you look at the earth has lakes, rivers, prairies, streams, trees, mountains, hills, depressions, trenches, deserts, forests. All of these things make up the earth. It's not just one smooth surface. And much is how we are. It's not just one smooth surface. There are so many different things to us. We're so dynamic in our makeup. But I think a lot of times we like to look up this dynamic makeup as imperfection, because we have been fed this lie and this belief that we have to be perfect, or we have to aspire to be some type of, I don't know, level of perfection that's going to grant us some access in the afterlife to a place where all other perfect beings go to. And I'm just literally channeling that. The kingdom of heaven is within you. The kingdom of heaven is within you. And that means that you have access from it. And that means that you actually come from that place. And you don't have to be so hard on yourself. This is also a day about really finding compassion, because the moon is going to trine over to Venus as well. This is really a day about having the compassion and belief in ourselves that we really can establish this emotional intelligence with ourselves to to see that where we come from and that where we're going aren't, they're not bad things. We all have a story that we're living, and we all have a destiny. We all have come here to fulfill some type of karmic goal, some beautiful goal, and we get really, really caught up in, all of the different details of life. We get really, really caught up in the game when really we're meant to experience this world and this realm, but we have to maintain a level of detachment. And I think a lot of times we get attached to this image that we have to be something, that we have to be doing something so grand and so vast, and that we have to be impressing all these different people, and we have to follow a particular set of rules, and we have to do all these different things, because if we do these things, then we'll finally be accepted. But this is about accepting yourself. For all who you are, for all of who you are, the totality of who you are. Think of yourself, these things appear to be separate from me, but really they are simply extensions of me. And the fact that I can even reach out and touch this means that on some level we are actually vibrating at the same frequency. That my energy field can reach out and touch this energy field means that we are vibrating at that same frequency. It's almost like if you were to just look beyond this realm for just a moment, and you'll see this light within me, and there's like a web stretching out to every little other thing here. Everything here is a part of this beautiful web in the universe. Everything is connected. It's just that in this realm, in this dimension, it appears to be separate. But truthfully, everything is connected, which means that everything can be a teacher. Everything can be a teacher. And everything is a student. This is really a day about realizing that we are teachers and students. And having the self-compassion and the self-nurturance to see that we are learning. We're always learning. And it's okay to learn. It's okay to mess up. It's okay to fail. It's okay to not be okay. But I really do feel like this is a day, and even just leading up to this week, where we reestablish a belief in ourselves that we can do anything and that anything is possible. The color card I actually have, I drew this last night, is actually pink, which is let love in. And it's interesting that number-wise, it's 4, and yesterday I drew the watermelon, which was number 3. So, pink, let love in. Let love in. Let it in. Radiate love. Let love in. Love yourself. Because I think a lot of times what happens is that we build up so many different layers in ourselves that there's this deeper part of ourselves that is trying to let this love in. But now we have to dig past all of these different layers to reach that spot. Right? When really the best way to reach that spot is really just to let go. Let go of the resistance. Because then you'll just kind of flow through these layers. And then once you begin to love yourself, once you begin to let this love in, and love is not conditional, it's unconditional. And I think that's what we're being reminded of today, that love is unconditional. Love doesn't care if you have $1 million. Love doesn't care if your profession is cleaning sewage. Love doesn't care if you are on a stage in front of hundreds and thousands of people. Love doesn't care if you're in front of a classroom in front of 30 students. Love does not care. Love is unconditional. So remember that. Let the love in today. Begin to really show that love for yourself. Do an act of love for yourself. And then you'll begin to see other people bring that into your life as well. Because as you begin to resonate within this love, you'll begin to see other people start to resonate within this love. And that's how we really change the world. That's how we really change the world. Thank you so much for joining me on this reading. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. I would really appreciate it. If you like a personal reading with me, you can follow the link in the description below to theaquarianadepts.com. And always remember, my beautiful brothers and sisters, to keep moving forward, to stay focused, and Yahoo! Smile often.